What's up, YouTube? Welcome to more trades. This is a quick update on Bitcoin. I will be going live later on, so keep your notifications, subscribe to the channel, and smash the likes. Put down your comments. I will be going later on the day. I'll be going live. Put the notification bells on for me coming into the live and giving you the latest updates for the market close on Bitcoin. At the moment, we saw the New York open, and as usual, New York is treacherous. We had a spike up, spike down, went up again, and now we're going down. We're below the 50 moving average. The 5 and 13 are pointing downwards. My MACD has crossed down. So those are 2 or 3 things that are confluence of a down move. I would expect a retrace probably to the 50. If we get a rejection from 23.3, around the 23.3 range, then I would expect further movement to the downside, because 23.3 is very strong support. We've been holding it for the past. It was resistance over here. 23.3 was struggling with 23.3. Over here we were at the 23.3 exactly. 23.3 this wick, and now we're wicking below it. If we can't pump above the 23.3 and break up, then I would expect further movement to the downside. Fibonacci retracements from the 24k high that we had here, 24,300 roughly, to the bottom over here. We retraced to the 0.618 and even went higher. We bumped into my Fibonacci channel that I posted in the short. I gave you this target hours in advance. We had the Fib time incoming, which I told you about. Where's the Fib time? Over here. And I told you expect a reaction. It's hard to define what's going to happen when the Fib time hits. Are we going up? Are we going down? But it's just to put you seated nicely in your seat, waiting for a reaction. You can see when the Fib time came, we had an insignificant candle. Let's go on the 15-minute. I think we had a stopping volume candle. Fibonacci time came. We had a candle that spiked up, spiked down, and then we went down. We spiked up again. And we hit this purple line over here at 23,763, which I have on. And for the rest of the day, for Bitcoin to trade higher, it needs to break this level, 23,763. We might come into it, but we need to break higher, get support, and go to that 24.3. If Bitcoin wants to go up, it needs to really break the 24.3. My bias is still to the downside. I believe we're in a wave 4, going down for wave 5. How far that wave 5 will go, we'll find out once wave 4 is completed. How will we know we're in a wave 4 and we're not in a wave 3 upwards? Because this count could be wrong. We could be having we could be in a wave 3 to the upside. So if you look at it this way, our low here at 18,896, this was our wave 1, and we just had a pullback for wave 2, and we're going up for wave 3. That is a possibility, but we could be topped out our correction, and we might be moving down impulsively in a 1, 2, 3, 4. How will we know that the move down is invalid? We need to break this high of 24.3. If we don't break the high and we start breaking below 21.5, 21.6, then it's confirmed that this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside, and that will mean my wave 5 has started. And how deep? That's when I'll take the Fib retracement and find out how deep can we go. For the time being, I was saying that we're expecting a red July. So far, July has been green. I don't know why. I still have a feeling July is going to be red based on my Fibonacci calculations. I might be wrong. No one's ever 100% right all the time in the market. These are some levels I've showed you before on my videos today. Earlier on, we have some levels. If we go up again, I expect us to bump our head again at 23,723. This is the 2.618 Fibonacci channel. Our 0.786 lies at 23,860. we could come up here. That is for our resistance to the upside using the fib retracement. If we're going to say this is a move, an impulse move up, then and this was the beginning. Actually, this was the beginning down here, and we take our trend-based fib and we take it from down here. And we take it to our peak over here. If this whole thing was a wave 1, and to our bottom over here, then minimum we would see the 0.618. If this is an impulse to the upside, we could see 25,674 very easily if this is the case. Once we see 25 range and then 26 and 27, we know we're going up. But Bitcoin can come all the way up. We still have many resistance, 28K, 30K. We have a gap on the Bitcoin dominance chart. I mean the Bitcoin CME futures. We have a gap around the 28K range. Look at that. We haven't filled it yet. You know that Bitcoin, some point or the other, it will come and fill the gap, like how we came down this time and filled gaps that were created way back, probably 2020 or before that. I noticed something. This is a trend line this is the uptrend trend line, the white trend line. We could come down and get support down here at this trend line and continue further up. That would still be valid for the move up, 22.7. I'll put it in green because it's support. But if we break below it, then I expect further downside. I have these levels of 22,400 and 22,115. The DXY has been tanking, and the news was bad today. It wasn't good for the dollar. The PMI index, the PMI, what do you call it? The PMI. Let's go to Forex Factory, and I'll show you. The PMI today came out not good for the dollar, and that caused the dollar. Flash service PMI. It came out below 50, and that was bad for the dollar, so the dollar went down exactly as the news came out at 16:45 my time, and you can see this big red candle down here. But we're having a rebound. Today is the last day of the week, so people are preparing for the weekend. And if you haven't made money in the week, weekends are not easier to make money. They're much harder. However, the MACD on the hourly on the dollar is pointing downwards still. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. We're slightly having a curve up, but we're having a red candle. Bitcoin, on the other hand, we're having a green candle, but MACD is still pointing down. Ethereum and Solana, I've noticed they always lead Bitcoin. A lot of times you see Ethereum and Solana leading Bitcoin in the move, and then Bitcoin follows. We had a big breakdown from the 50 EMA on Ethereum. Solana is volatile because it's a lower cap coin. But Solana's back to historical daily support that I've had here. So even if it comes up, it might retest it as resistance and continue down if it can't break it. And it's back into the channel with high volume. We're back into this white channel with high volume. So that's not good for Solana. We could come as low as 39.72. We did that yesterday. We broke into the channel with high volume. We tested the bottom of the channel and we went out of it. So we might be having a new range. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I just saw this now. If we take the parallel channel and put it at the bottom of this channel, so we have the same bottom and the same bottom, and we have the top over here. This could be our new range for Solana. Let's put it in red or pink and make it thick so you could see it. So this channel, the pink line, could be the new range. Could be going down and then we go back up again. 39 up to the 47. That's a very good trade, a very wide range. Let's look at Ethereum if you can see such a pattern. Do I have any channels drawn for Ethereum? No, but we could be forming one. Let's go to this other chart of Ethereum BUSD. This is on the 15-minute time frame. So from the 19th, from the 21st, no. Bitcoin in a range. I love range trading. It's very easy. Bottom of the range, buy, up top of the range, sell. We could be having something like this on Bitcoin. This is the bottom, and we go up, and then we're going up. We have one touch here, the second one up here, third here, and here we didn't quite go up, and we're coming down. So this is another point to watch for. If we come down, Bitcoin support at 23,175 if and when we get there. But as you can see, we're in an order block over here of big support. The candle is looking strong to the downside. Volume, let's look at volume. Let's look at the moving average. Volume is above its moving average, the 20 MA, and it's significantly bigger than the past. This is the biggest candle we've had today. Yeah, to keep it short, it's the biggest candle we've had today. Bigger than all the green and red volume candles. So we could be going further down. I like to use another volume candle. By fractal trades. Let's see, I think fractal. Let me put down volume. I think I have it in my trading view as favorites. Yeah, fractal trade, advanced volume, fractal trade 15. Let's look at it. At the moment, the volume is, let me get rid of the MACD for a second. The volume is significantly out of the moving average cloud. And if we go on the hourly, maybe it will give us a clearer view. It's smaller than the previous hour candle, but on the 30-minute probably and the 15-minute, we're having a big candle. On the 15-minute, yeah, the volume of this candle is quite big. Now the volume is less. How I like to look at trading or look an entry for a trade. For starters, I have my Fibonacci channels. That might be complicated for some people to plot, but if you like it and you want to learn, just post me a message on the comments and tell me that, yeah, you want to learn, and I'll make a video specifically talking about these Fibonacci channels. But we got a good rejection from the 4.618 Fibonacci channel over here. And that would be a good point when I see that rejection. And maybe look for another retrace. 5 and 13 have crossed down. My MACD also was crossed, rolling over to the downside. So that would be another confluence. Another one you look at is the dollar index. The dollar is trying to recover. It had a bad drop. So this is what happens when there is news. We have a very strong green candle, but it's still tiny, but it's telling you there's a lot of tick volume happening here, a lot of exchanging hands. Are we going to go up? Probably. We just got support at historical support for the dollar. We broke down and came into this zone. We broke down and I have the support line. We broke below it. Looks like a liquidity grab. That's how they look. V-shaped recovery, but we need to really get above this zone of the 106.6 and take out 106.8. We've been struggling with that today. That's this. I've showed you this Fibonacci channel on. We have this that I've drawn, the new channel, and it looks like Bitcoin is going to try to retrace back to its 50 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. If it's able to break above it, get support, then that will be good for Bitcoin. On the other thing, it won't be good for my short trade, but I have my stops into break even, so I'm okay. On this chart, do I have any levels plotted out? No. On this chart, this is where I had the Fibonacci time hit. This is on the 15-minute. It's clearer. Look at that. Look at the rejection from previous levels. Actually, this is not a previous level. This is a level I've drawn today to say that if Bitcoin needs to continue up, it needs to take that liquidity and go up and release up. You'll see a quick move. Once it comes to this wick, you'll see a quick candle if it wants to go up. On this chart, I have support down at over here, 22,989, and my resistance, this is on the 15-minute chart, as at 23.9. Over here, I have the green trend line over here of support at 23,044. That green trend line comes back from the move, from this move. I'll show you. Let me switch off these indicators. Should get rid of it. These two wicks over here, they were rejection, and we came up here. It's actually kind of like forming a channel with this trend line down here. So we were in the channel, we broke above it, and this could be our support to retest. On the other hand, if you ignore the green trend lines, let me get rid of them for now, so for clarity, and you look at this, I have this channel over here. The bottom lies at 20,298. The top goes higher now because time passed. The top is at 24,140. That 24,140, keep it in mind because I'm going to show you something now. If I take a fib retracement, let's see where does it get us. From the top here to the bottom, it lies well close to the 0.9. Wait, let me put that on the channel so you can see it, so I can be more accurate. It lies between the 0.9 and the 1-to-1 retracement level. If we go to the this move up and see, if we say this is an impulse move now, we're in wave 3 up. If we take it from the bottom to project for wave 3 to the top of, this is wave 1 of 3, and we say if we say this was the wave 1 of 3 up and it reached up to here, we retraced for wave 2 over here, and we almost got to the 1-to-1, but that 24,100 again is the 1.272 Fibonacci retracement level. So that level could be of interest. I was expecting us to go to the 24K today. Let's see how we're acting over here. The 50 EMA. We're still below the 50 EMA. The 5 is just crossed the 13, but it's not yet confirmed because it's on this candle, and the 13 is coming down. Will we see a crossover from the 5, the 13 below the 50, and we continue lower? We'll see. This looks like a stopping volume candle, struggling to break down. We might see a reversal. We have 5 minutes left. Let's see what happens the next 5 minutes. Anyways, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and subscribe to the channel. Put down your comments, share the videos. It helps the channel a lot. I appreciate each and every one of you that watches my videos and hits the likes, or put any comment, any questions you have. I'll be going live later, and you could request any coins, altcoins, or indices anything you need to chart or find some technical analysis, we'll be going through that when I go live later on. Put the notifications on so you know when I'm going live. Thanks for watching. More trades. I'm out.